Morning and welcome to your Fast Track to 7. I'm Tatum Miller.
And I'm Alex Larson. New for you this morning, one man is dead after a crash on I-94 near Castleton last night.
North Dakota Highway Patrol says the crash happened shortly before 6:30 p.m. when a semi towing a trailer attempted to slow as it approached two other vehicles that were jackknifed in the median. As the semi slowed, the driver lost control and also jackknifed. The semi's trailer came to a rest across both lanes of traffic.
An SUV traveling behind that semi then hit the trailer, killing the driver. The SUV's passenger is suffering serious injuries and was taken for treatment. Driver of the semi, though, was not hurt. Highway Patrol says those roads were icy and high winds were blowing snow and reducing visibility. The crash is under investigation.
Also new for you this morning, a Brainerd, Minnesota man is dead after a crash in Crow Wing County yesterday.
According to Minnesota State Patrol, a pickup driven by 31-year-old Stephen Moran was traveling north on Highway 371 near Lennox Road. That's when it left the road and rolled into the median. Moran was killed in that crash.
State Patrol says the roads were also icy at the time of this crash.
And one Fargo woman's hurt after a crash in Moorhead last night.
According to Minnesota State Patrol, the crash happened shortly after 8 p.m. when an SUV and a pickup truck collided at the intersection of Highway 75 and 50th Avenue South.
The Fargo woman who was driving is suffering non-life-threatening injuries and was taken for treatment. Again, State Patrol saying roads were icy at the time of that crash.
Well, we are turning our attention outside now. Still got slick roads this morning on this chilly Thursday morning.
For the latest on what's coming our way, let's send things over to meteorologist Lisa Green. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Yes, it's improving, but we're not quite there yet where things are great for travel here to start the day today. In fact, it is still icy. I had some trouble coming into work today, and you might run into some issues, especially on those intersections as we're driving along on some of those secondary roads as well. And even our highways still have some icy patches on them too. So it's still breezy out there with some flurries, but it really is the slick, snowy roads that we're dealing with here to start off the day, and sidewalks as well. Later today, we stay below freezing, so it's going to be tough to melt any of that snow and ice unless you are working on it yourself or putting down chemical to help melt it. It's otherwise dry and quiet now. Our temperatures are below freezing, but wind chills for some of us in the west in the single digits. We're at 26 in Fargo, 27 in Grand Forks. It'll remain breezy today out of the northwest with some gusts into the teens and 20s. So out of the bus stop, kids are going to want to bundle up here this morning, and that continues into the afternoon. I expect to have some mostly cloudy skies for today, maybe a little sun farther west. And then heading into the weekend, we're looking at our next chance for snow on Sunday. After that, the holiday week is going to be cold, but right now it looks a little quieter.
I'm okay with it being quiet for a minute after the last couple days.
Exactly, especially on a big travel week to come.
Oh yeah, thank you, Lisa. And we're continuing our coverage of the 2022 human smuggling case. Yesterday was day 3 in federal court in the case involving a family of 4 found frozen to death while trying to cross the Canadian border into Minnesota.
A surviving migrant taking the stand yesterday, saying the van they were in got stuck. Everybody was told to get out and start walking. Valley News Live will be back in the courtroom this morning, where we are expected to hear from the defense. A verdict is expected by tomorrow.
And we have new information on a VNL whistleblower story from earlier this week. Denise Kendrick is going back to work at Target after being fired by the company for seemingly not following the company's dress code.
Kendrick told us she came to work with the words "Trust in Jesus" on her name tag. Then she was terminated. Target releasing a statement Tuesday saying, in part, "We conducted a review and determined the team member should not have been terminated. We apologize to her and have offered to reinstate her immediately."
Kendrick sat down with Valley News Live yesterday to talk about the apology.
They really stepped up, and so I am excited to resume my employment with Target and not have to worry about any of this anymore. This battle ended in peace, and that's all I could have asked for.
Denise also giving a special thanks to Valley News Live and our very own Harrison Prey for getting the story out. Well, Thanksgiving will be here before you know it, and it's time to start thinking about your holiday meal.
A new report shows some shoppers could see improved prices at the grocery store. Danya Backus takes us inside those numbers.
Brenda Holloway is starting to shop for her Thanksgiving Day spread. At the top of her grocery list, prices.
It's kind of stressful because you got to figure out, okay, should I choose this item with this pricing, or should I not, because you know you have other bills?
There is some good news. The American Farm Bureau Federation says a classic Thanksgiving meal for 10 with a 16-pound turkey, sides, and dessert costs just over $58 this year. That's down 5% from 2023.
We've seen a decline in the cost of this Thanksgiving meal for 2 consecutive years.
Economist Barrett Nelson says the turkey is the biggest reason why. Prices are down about $1.70 a pound from a year ago. Other items like sweet potatoes, milk, and pumpkin pie mix have also dropped. But even though the meal is cheaper than last year, Nelson points out prices are still 19% higher compared to 2019.
We have felt the impacts of inflation for several years, and while they've slowed down, we're still feeling it in our pocketbooks at the grocery store.
Experts recommend shopping around and comparing prices at different stores to make sure you're getting the best deal possible. And many major retailers are offering discounted holiday meals. Shopper Mary Shemansky hopes easing prices are a sign of things to come.
I guess I'm an optimist. I feel that we're going in the right direction.
And economists believe food costs should continue to move in the right direction through the holiday season. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, we've been teasing you all morning, but Chris Kindlemart coming back to the Valley for this weekend and next weekend. Joining me this morning, one of the vendors, Joe Wright, owner of Right Socks. Right Foot.
Right Foot.
Right Foot. A little pun with your last name.
Yeah.
I love it. So can you kind of tell me how you got into this and what you're all about?
Yeah, so it was kind of a happy accident how it started with the name Right Foot was a pun. And then when I started, I just named my socks funny things like feeling lucky punk and all this stuff. And I was like, well, I could go a step further. And then that's when the puns really started to take life. And at this point, it's kind of gotten away from me, but in a good way.
Okay.
A lot of eye rolls when I talk to people about my socks, and that's what I go for. So.
Okay. Well, I'll limit my eye rolls this morning.
Fantastic, I appreciate it.
We've got 2 trunks here full of your socks. Now, like he said, they're not normal socks. They have puns on them. So can you kind of show me what you got here?
Yeah, I pulled out some holiday themed ones. This is Feliz Navidad. Not to be confused by Feliz Navidad.
Whoa, 2 puns on the same phrase.
Yeah.
You're getting good.
I do what I can.
I'm going to try to guess this one. We got this one right here, Otter Space.
Yeah, it's kind of stamped, so you may have cheated, but
I might have
okay.
cheated.
Do that one. That one's fun.
Okay, we got
This is a new one I just released.
forklift?
Bingo!
Woohoo! We got a fork lifting some dumbbells. I love it. Okay, so you're going to be at the market this weekend. Where can we check you out?
I will be in one of the huts outside.
All right, stay
with
nice and
Christmas
toasty.
magic and lights and fun things.
Okay, so these are perfect for stocking stuffers. How much do one pair go for?
12 to 14, but at the show, if you buy more than one, I'm offering them at $10 a piece.
All right, where else can we check you out besides the market?
Rightfoot.net, and make sure to check out my socials. Instagram is Rightfoot, Facebook is Rightfoot as well.
All right, getting all those puns in there.
We're sneaking them in as often as we can.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me this morning, showing off all these goodies. I appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And Alex, I'm going to throw things back to you.
All right, Tatum, how cool is that? Well, Happy Joe's is making its return to Fargo. At one time, there were 3 locations operating. The last one closed up shop in 2021. The new location will be at 2911 45th Street South, and people in the FM area are excited to get the popular pizza place back. Customers will be able to get drive-through and pickup orders. No arcade, though. The owner says they are hoping to open in early December, but stay tuned for that exact date. We'll keep you updated here.
Well, the Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on.
Now we got more live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right now in the Fargo CW. If you're heading out the door, we'll see you tomorrow.